If you're thinking of buying the Ulanzi VL49 RGB, then you may be interested to hear my review on what I think about it. Hello, welcome to Take One Tech. My name's Alex. So today, yes, we're talking about the Ulanzi VL49 RGB. It's a fairly low-cost video light that you can get from Amazon for around about $25. Sometimes seems to be on special offer. But yeah, I've been using it for a little while, actually as more like a practical light in my studio, really. But yeah, here we go. Let's just have a little look at it, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So it comes in a small little box like that. Not much in terms of packaging, just the instructions, the light itself, and then a short USB-C charging cable. So that's the form factor of it. It's yeah, plastic. It does feel pretty solid though, and you know, for the price, certainly I think it's pretty well made. You can see it's got a cold shoe adapter on the bottom, but then also it's got the standard screw fitting there, so you could actually just screw this onto a tripod or something else. Another good feature about it is that it does have these other sort of cold shoe attachments on the side of it. So if you're finding that you need a little bit more light, then you can always sort of double up or add multiple of the lights together. But equally, you could also use it for, if you have it on top of your camera, then it means that you could also add on, say you had a microphone, so this is my old video mic, Rode Video Mic Go, you can mount that on the top. And so if you're using this as a sort of mobile rig, then you could also pair that with something like this, a sort of sturdy metal phone clamp that does have a cold shoe adapter. And so then you've got your light, your mic and everything all linked up to your phone, and then you can use that either on the desk or perhaps on a selfie stick, something like that. So it's great for video, and you know, especially for mobile video as well, with it being so lightweight and compact, but equally you could use it on your larger cameras. So in terms of the functionality of it, if we just have another little look at the back, pretty straightforward. We've got the USB charging cable, USB charging socket, sorry, just there. And then we've got the power on and off button here, which is just a little slider. Should mention that, yeah, it's a 2000 milliamp hour battery, but if you have got the USB plugged in and you've got a sort of cable running to it, then it will run from that and charge at the same time. So on the back you have 3 buttons, and you can see these two have arrows, and then this button is a sort of plain button, and if you press and hold that, that's used to switch between the white and the colored light. But then if you just sort of tap on it, it actually flicks between the settings here. So when you're looking at the colored light, you basically have 360 degrees of color, or 360 individual colors then in effect. And then you can see here that we're at 233 degrees. And then if I use these back and forward arrows, I can basically cycle through that, and then you'll see that it is changing the hue of the light color there. And then if we tap onto this other button on the right here, then what we can do with that is we are going to be changing the brightness. So we have the brightness up and down, obviously 0 to 100. Then if we change over to the white light, so we press and hold, so now you can see that this part of the display has changed over to Kelvin. So that is looking at the sort of warmth of the light, if you will. So now if I move this up, it does go from 2500 to 9000 Kelvin. You can see that the sort of tone of the white is changing from that warm white all the way up to a sort of very bright, sort of more like daylight light quality. Then again, we've got the brightness, so we can change that here. One thing to note, which is quite nice, is when you do switch between the colored and the white light, then you can see how it does actually remember the previous setting that you had for brightness in that particular mode. So that is quite a useful feature. So all in all, it does feel pretty sturdy. I've been using it, as I say, for more a sort of practical light in the studio. And the way I've done that, you can actually just mount it onto either onto a tripod using the screw fitting at the bottom, or you could mount it onto a light stand, something like that. But actually what I did was I was looking for some way to be able to angle it. And so you can get these small little cheap ball heads. They're only a few dollars, but they're actually very sturdy. So it's a aluminium construction, and then it sort of swivels until you lock it, and then as soon as you lock it in, it locks the sort of swivel and the angle of the ball joint. So you can actually just sort of screw that straight into the bottom of the light and have that fixed to the top of the stand instead. But what I wanted to do was get something that was a bit more sort of quick release rather than have it permanently screwed on. And so you can buy these little sets which are sort of a cold shoe set, and I actually bought a pair of them which are available on Amazon for a few dollars. And so I'm not actually using this part, but what I've done is I've then screwed this particular part onto the top of the ball head, sort of like this. Whoops, bit fiddly with a microphone right in front of your face. So there we go, that fits onto the ball head, and then what that allows me to do is just flick the light in place and tighten it down with this one that clamps it in place. You could also tighten it with that as well. So that means then that I've got the ball head on the top of my stand, which is free to sort of move around, angle the light where I want it, but then I can sort of lock it in place and it'll stay there. And then when I want to release it, it's just a case of untwisting this little thumb screw and off it comes. So there you go, for $25. I think that that's a great little light to have in your kit. You can use it sort of in your studio, but then also has that dual purpose of being able to use it if you're out and about, to use with your camera as well. And yeah, you know, there are other options out there obviously, and there are probably some slightly more color accurate. So in terms of that Kelvin scale for the white light, I'm not sure if that's, you know, entirely accurate or not. I don't have a means to test it, to be honest with you. So there may be some sort of lighting aficionados out there that could tell me something different, but yeah, certainly for my purposes, it served me well, and I'm pretty happy with the purchase all in all. So if you found this video useful, then go ahead and click the like button and subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you are notified whenever I create a new video. I'm making about one every day or so at the moment. So until the next time, then don't forget to check out the other videos that I've linked to just up here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.